chin.
There's the tap. Still undisputed. Khabib Nurmagomedov has finished Conor McGregor tonight.
Look at him. Look at him screaming at the corner. He's screaming at Dylan Dennis, Conor McGregor's jiu-jitsu coach. Look at him. Oh,
and now Khabib jumps the fence.
No.
Whoa! No! And he's going right at Dylan Dennis. Mayhem! Oh, no. Total chaos here. It looks like UFC security has corralled Khabib Nurmagomedov. Well, Khabib wasn't kidding when he said no handshake after the fight. Oh! And now one of Nurmagomedov's teammates throws a right hand at Conor. All hell has broken loose.
This is crazy.
And this is not...
Well, this is
not something we're going to like, nothing we're going to condone. It's not something we want to promote. This is not professionalism, but it is the fight game to an extent.
This is horrible.
It can get nasty.
This is the nastiest I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is not how you want it to be in this sport. This is not how we want to represent ourselves.
Jumping out of the octagon like that and attacking someone in the crowd.
And
I mean, that is so stupid and so unnecessary and so foolish. After such a spectacular victory.
And one of Khabib's teammates, I believe, Zubair Tukhugov, landed a right-hand flush on Conor McGregor in there. This is going to stain an incredible performance for Khabib Nurmagomedov, and out of character for him, too.
Yeah, this is not the way you want to represent the sport here.
Well, Conor McGregor showed you the championship heart tonight. He had a few moments in the middle of this fight, but as many expected, Khabib Nurmagomedov, once again, for all his contemporaries, just too much. Too much on the ground. Had the striking going tonight.
But I feel like this entire event has been marred by him jumping out of the octagon and attacking Dylan Dennis like that. And it's just the whole thing is so foolish.
Well, it just ruins everything in it.
And then his teammates jumping in the octagon, punching Conor McGregor. I mean, this is just crazy.
It's a habit. And I think they connected pretty heavy on Conor.
Yes.
They hit him from
right
behind.
in front of us. Dana White in there trying to restore order.
And Conor wasn't participating in this, by the way. They jumped him when he was just recovering from getting beaten.
Well, hopefully the worst of this is behind us, but drinks are starting to fly a little bit in here.
And Khabib is back inside the octagon now.
How do we let these people back in here? Why don't we just separate them? I mean,
well, I don't know if there's enough security in the world, because more people who are in dispute here are moving towards the cage, and I don't know if there's enough security to get them out of there.
Let's go back.
Khabib perhaps trying to explain himself here to Dana.
Yeah, you don't want to be anywhere near the press conference after this.
Daniel Cormier in there now, supporting his teammate Khabib Nurmagomedov, Luke Rockhold as well. But one thing that is undisputed about Conor McGregor is that he is honorable in defeat, Joe, respectful in defeat, and he did not deserve that right hand, the wayward right hand from a teammate inside the octagon after losing a mixed martial arts fight.
No, that was disgusting. It was two things disgusting. Khabib jumping out of the octagon and attacking Dylan Dennis was foolish. But Khabib's friends jumping into the octagon and attacking Conor, who had no idea that they were there, just jumped on it. It was completely cowardly. And just, I know they're friends with him and they got caught up in the moment, but it's so unnecessary, so terrible for the sport, and ruins this moment, which is an incredible moment for Khabib.
And we have to get back to it, to that end. This replay brought to you by Nemiroff, bold character. roster since 1872.
Well, let's take a look at it here. This is the end of the fight. Khabib takes Conor down. Again, ties up his legs, gets his back, drags him to the ground. Got his back, got his neck, got under the neck, was cranking his neck. It was really more of a neck crank than it was even a choke. If you look at it, he's not even under the chin. And Conor forced the tap. And Khabib's still furious. Even after Conor taps, Khabib's getting up. He screams at him. I mean, this is awful. Incredible performance by Khabib. But then to have this afterwards is just so disappointing.
Well, and Khabib is such a calculated, well-thought individual that it's going to be interesting to hear from him as to why he exploded in such fashion. He's asking where his belt is now. Mick Maynard, our matchmaker, holding on to the gold, but...
You know, and this is not going to end here. This is what's unfortunate. This is going to spill out onto the streets. There's a lot of Russian fans. There's a lot of Irish fans.
A lot of alcohol.
There's a lot of booze and a lot of chaos.
The big picture of this whole thing is you're a champion and you got to carry yourself as one. And now everybody who follows you is going to be instigated by this as well. So yeah, you're right, Joe. There's going to be fights everywhere tonight.
Just when you thought maybe you had seen it all. An amazing night of mixed martial arts competition, somewhat marred here late by the fight after the fight.
Dana White's in front of us right now, just disgusted by the whole thing.
Saying that Khabib probably won't be fighting again for a long time, and maybe not Conor either.
Well, Conor didn't do anything. I mean, Conor lost, but he stayed there and he got attacked.
True.
Khabib jumped out of the octagon, attacked Dylan Dennis. His friends jump into the octagon and attack Conor. Conor didn't even retaliate. I mean, he got jumped.
Yeah, that's what it amounts to.
What's crazy is Khabib doing that. He's going to get fined. He's likely going to get suspended. This is awful.
It's just not a pretty way to become champion, in my opinion. It's not how I would want it.
And just, I can't overstate how out of character it is for the eternally composed Khabib Nurmagomedov. Sure.
Well, he's a respectful man, and when he's disrespected, he takes it extremely personally. He doesn't think this is just a game. This isn't fun. It's not promotion. For him, this is deeply, deeply personal.
It's rooted. It went all the way to families for these two gentlemen, so it's a big deal for both of them.
Here's what's going to happen. What's going to happen is, this is what I believe. If I put this belt on you, everybody's going to start throwing shit into the octagon. Are you ready for this? Look, not other people might get hurt.
So they're going to usher Khabib Nurmagomedov out of the octagon.
And Dana White said he wasn't going to put Khabib's belt on him. This is crazy. This is absolutely the craziest moment I've ever seen in all my years of calling fights.
It was already the biggest fight of all time, and now it's spilled out into something completely different.
It's awful because it's such a black eye on the sport. You know, I mean, it was a great night. It was a spectacular victory for Khabib. And to have all this play out like that, it's so incredibly disappointed. So incredibly disappointing.
And Nurmagomedov seemed hell-bent on getting that belt inside the octagon, but they will usher him out. He will not talk to Joe Rogan. We will...
I mean, they're throwing things at him. He's going to experience hate like he's never experienced in his entire career. If he thought he experienced hate before this is going to be on a whole nother level.
All right, the official decision brought to you by Metro PCS, now Metro by T-Mobile. Discover the smarter way to get unlimited and see what's new on October 8th. One final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 3 seconds of the 4th round. Declaring the winner by submission due to a rear naked choke, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle
EA Sports UFC 3, get up to 50% off, including exclusive in-game content with the new limited-time UFC 3 Notorious Edition available on Xbox One and PS4 until October 16th.
It's so weird to watch them run a commercial now.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it?
It's so surreal.
I'm just glad we didn't send you in there, my man.
Yeah, I know, right? I would have got run over.
I know you kick hard, but...
Please. I would have got run over.
What would have been your technique of choice?
Running. Running, jumping over the cage. I mean, I would have tried to talk some sense into Khabib. I wish someone had grabbed him and said, don't do this. Just don't do this. I mean, I can't believe we needed more security. We had more security here than I've ever seen in any fight ever before. Everybody anticipated this was going to be a hot moment where there's going to be a lot of tension. But to have this play out the way it played out is just, it's so disappointing.
UFC 212.